really briefly. This is going to be like the shortest stream on record. Absolutely unprecedented on Black Spring. So what we have before you right now is actually a bit of a plunge here. No pun intended here, but I thought for those of you who are of that time frame would understand exactly where that comes from. I say where the Nestea plunge comes from. So how about it? This apparently is the scene of Queen Elizabeth's funeral here. And there's only 17 seconds, so don't hold your breath or you might miss this one. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming back. And I want to show you right now, as you can see, have a look here. I could have very well said all the king's horses and all the queen's horses and all the queen's men. As you can see, were you expecting that? As I take a look, you know, that the Swiss guards were not the ones to come to the aid of the service member, but I guess another person in his same rank, in the same company, if you will. So I'm going to try this, show this again. So take heed. This is the British Broadcasting Company, courtesy here. All right, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you came in earlier, thank you so much. So at around 17 seconds is where this particular clip is showing a bit of a collapse of, I guess, another, as I said, service member. I'm not sure what they refer to it as in that particular time. Good point, Simone Watchman. Keep those knees loose. But yes, I mean, it does look like, you know, I've been to the Vatican before, but the Queen's, but the Swiss guards there, I guess for lack of a better word, is what they look like to me. So yes, of course, in marching band, we all know not to do that, but I don't know how long the poor soul, the poor gentleman, or the poor peasant has been standing in that position. So let's see that once more, and then we will call this one. Okay. I want to thank everyone for joining me or tuning in the background. Of course, this is absolutely dominated, and like I've told you, we're like there's a, you know, dominating the news, you know, with this particular passing here. So I'm going to show it to you again. You can start to see him come out of attention, so to speak, or come out of a post. Like a little bit of wobbling. You can see like left, right, forward, and then forward, forward. So yeah, that part. So that was covered. I'm not sure what the BBC is actually reporting, what their word or what the wording will be on this particular collapse. But yeah, so I don't know, you know, however you feel about the Queen. I'm not really here to explore that, but I've heard all kinds of things. I've heard radical things. I've heard, you know, if you just everybody you feel what you want to feel, but to not have a human quality or human empathy. I wouldn't say that I lack that, but I'm also not of this ilk, the liberal ilk. Um, you know, ding dong, the beep is dead. I'm not one of those either. So you won't find that here. But thank you guys so much for tuning back in. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And we'll see what shakes loose in the next 24 hours. I mean, Twitter, for one, is where this is pictured. It's actually showing at disclosed.tv. And of course, you've got all kinds of reviews. Of course, some people suspect Innovac or the mocktail or somebody went directly to that, and of course, the people online are going bananas, or on social media are going bananas. As you can see, you've got 7,018 likes, 2,520 retweets. So they liked it enough to like it. They liked it enough for entertainment value, but not enough. Maybe not so much enough to retweet it. I don't know. I don't know how to do the stats on there. Hello, Sharon Marie. So yeah, I don't know, Watchman. I have no idea. That's a fair point. Fair point. But I think there's probably a lot of. I won't say that I think that that's a family without any kind of secrets for it, without any stretch of the imagination. I bet there's a lot under there. Okay. Um, Not to mention that the Pope has. I honestly think that this whole LWO or NWO may be, you know, who knows? Maybe they have a big role in it. I have no idea. But I think Prince Charles at the time was has spoken quite a bit at a lot of these summits, if you will. So we'll see what happens. But thanks so much for tuning in earlier. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. You guys have a great rest of your evening. And I'll catch up with you later.